So here we will discuss about subblocks. Okay, block structure in pgSQL. See this diagram. This is outer block. Okay, and in this outer block, we can able to write one more block that is called nested blocks. Okay, so that means blocks can be nested within the block body of other blocks. Okay, so inside block we call it as nested block. Outside the block, that is called outer block. Okay, so this block structure, we have some limitations and we have some benefits also that we'll see with example. Better to take one more query tool. First, so here block structure, we have two parts. One is declaration and the second one is body. Okay, these are mandatory. Okay, so at the start of the code, we used to write do and double dollars. Okay, and end also we need to write these double dollars. And here declare section, declare a integer equal to 10 and this is body. Here if I want to print that value, like print statement, rise notice a value is percentage comma a. See, so I can able to print that value. Okay, this is one block. There is no outer block and nested block. Okay, and how to set this value? Suppose I want to change this value, not set, sorry, a equal to 20, then semicolon, it is expecting a value is 20. And see, assignment operator, so we can write directly equal to or semicolon equal. Okay, and here we can be integer default 20. Here b c. So by default also we can write it. Okay, and here in single declaration section we can have multiple variables with the semicolon separator. Okay, and for example here I want to use constant. So we are all know that what is the purpose of constant means. Once you declare some value with the help of constant identifier, then that will not change. C. Okay. Suppose I am trying to change this C value like 200, then variable C is declared constant. So we can't change the value. Okay. So it here. And inner, we will see now inner block, nested block and outer block. And here, wait a minute. Now here I am declaring one variable like D integer equal to 30. And here begin, end, and D value. See, D value is 30. Okay. So now after this, again, here this is outer block. Okay. In this outer block, I have variables like A, B, C. Okay. This is nested block. In this nested block, I can use that variables A, B, C. Okay. So see, this C variable belongs to outer block. So I can access that variable. Okay. And see this D variable I am trying to access outside the nested block. See that column D does not exist. Why? Because this variable belongs to nested block. So if you want to use that variable, then you can use that variable between the begin and end statements of nested blocks. Okay. Outside, it is not possible. Okay. And here, set, not set. Here, C value. Sum total integer equal to 0 or 1000. Okay. I'm displaying that total value, total, and here I'm writing the logic total equal to A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Okay. And here after sum total values, see how much we will discuss. We'll see. And before that, just put it comments. See. Before that, total value, before doing this calculation, total value is 1000. That means 1000 is default, like we can say that by default, I can give that 1000. Okay. And after doing sum of A plus B plus C, the total value will be changed. Okay. And see this same total value I can display after the nested block. So this is after nested block. See, after nested block also that same value will become. That means here in nested block, I can able to get whatever the variable value, just like total value, and I can do that calculations, and I can able to display that calculated sum in nested block, and I can able to display that calculated sum after the nested block also. Okay, so this is the example for that. Okay, so whatever we have seen till now, that is these sentences, like variable in outer block can access in nested block. Okay, like A, B, not A, D, C total, and variable in nested block cannot access in outer block. Okay, so like D variable, I got error. Okay, and we can have default value for variable by using default keyword, and some variable name can be used, like, wait a minute, constant keyword indicates that the value cannot be changed. If you use constant keyword, value cannot be changed. Some variable name can be used in outer block and nested block, but it is not a good practice. We will discuss this with example. See, same variable name can be used in outer block and nested block. See, here total is there. If I use total integer equal to 0, see, earlier here, what will be the value of total? 1000. But here, if you declare same variable name inside in nested block, and if you want to print, then that value comes from the nested block declaration section, not outer block declaration section. Okay. And after this nested block, you can check this total value. What will be the total value? 1000. That means here, if you declare one variable in a nested block, then that cannot be accessed outside the nested block. So that's why this total variable here we got 1000. Okay. So to avoid this kind of confusion, please don't use same variable name in nested block and outer block. Okay. So this is about blocks and subblocks in pgSQL.